Auch die Jugendlichen dazu befähigt.
Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. We got a beer here. We got a beer here from the early 1991. Look at that. Harviestoun's, the Ola Dubh from 1991 Reserve Series. Now it says here, it is matured in Highland Park whiskey casks. The head brewer was someone I can't read. Master of Wood. And bottle date is April 13th. And I have to assume, well, the bottle number is 06387. Excuse me. April 13th, I'm going to say 1991 aged cask limited, edition. Now, it comes in at 10.5 alcohol by volume. I do believe that is higher than the regular, excuse the shaky camera, but I do believe that is higher than the regular 12, 16, 18 editions. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that is higher alcohol by volume. The aged cask limited edition 1991, excuse me, but it is dark in here. The exceptionally limited, it's unequivocally limited, you know what I mean? Like, it's an exceptionally limited edition ale aged in hand-selected oak cask by the wood master. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, that's not what they call him. He's called Master of Wood. Anyway, yeah, I had one beer before this, just one, I promise. Anyway. Aged in hand-selected oak cask used previously to mature Highland Park whiskey, surprisingly rich and sweet, smoky 1991 vintage single malt whiskey. Okay. So obviously Harviestoun's Brewing Company, an amazing brewing company from Scotland. Let's see if we can get the actual. Hillsfoot Village, Scotland. I didn't know. I thought it was near an aloe, but Hillsfoot Village, Scotland. Harviestoun's Ola Dubh. Harvey the mouse right there on the label. The kind of brewery mascot, a mouse that used to be a mouse in the house. That kind of deal. Sorry, just slapping it around. A little bit loud. That's okay. Anybody who's stood the shitty review for this long can now hear me better. Ola Dubh 12, 16, 18. Okay, if you enjoyed this cask strength limited edition Ola Dubh, one of only 20,000 bottles. That's it. Be sure to check out our core range, which again are the 12, 16, and 18s. Ola Dubh are each as unique as the collaboration with Highland Park Distillery. So, Schlante Vol, the whole deal. And wait. So, anyway, let's see. Tim Berners-Lee launched the first ever website promoting to provide this link. Blah 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 blah. I just don't care about reading all that stuff. I just don't care. But this is the Ola Dubh 1991 vintage limited edition, unequivocally, absolutely limited to 20,000 bottles. Now that doesn't sound a lot, but I mean, if this was actually released, I don't know what the release date was. That's my problem. I don't know when. I know it was 1901 cask. When the fuck was it released? I have no idea. So I don't know actually how limited it is. As far like, if 20,000 hits the bottle yesterday, then it's not that limited. There's a lot of people out there, but if this is a couple years old, I don't know. Because actually, the cask is 1991. Oh, I just ripped the damn thing right off. Look at that, boom. But the cask is 1991. But the bottled on date is April 13th. Now, is that April 13th, 1991? You see what I'm saying? A little confusing. But 10.5 alcohol by volume is staggeringly big compared to the regular Ola Dubh. I had one. I had their 12, I'd like to say. Had their 12. So let me get this in here. I don't know how much room's on the actual thing, so let's get in the glass and sniff and taste, because I just realized I forgot to delete a video. Oh boy. Oh my god. Straight up peaty smoky goodness. I mean, chocolate coffee, really smoky, really peaty, really just in your face, earthy. Very aromaticity. As James from Rampant Lion Beer Reviews always says, the aromaticity. Very aromatic as far as that beautiful, big, earthy, smoky goodness goes. So obviously, just a beautiful ring. Lots of protein sticking to the glass. Let's get into this one. Slanche. Very, very subtle. Very nuancey. Very, very bog watery, if you know what I mean. Like, very, it's peaty, it's earthy, it's smoky. Yes. But the other characters are so nuanced. It's a low side of a medium body, which is really surprising. Yeah. Low side of a medium body. Soft hints of coffee, chocolates, those nuances. Bittersweet chocolates. Touches of caramel. Just under this layer of the smoky nuance of that Highland Park whiskey. They're trying to be 50-50, but the thing is, they're so subtle and nuancy that the Highland Park is kind of taking it over. But when I say that, that's nuancy too. I mean, it's very low key. This is a very soft and subtle ale overall. It's not that bombastically, I mean, the nose is just crazy. Yeah, I love the nose. One more. It's hard to talk about this beer. There's so subtle of things going on in it that you just have to be in love with this beer to want to drink it. One of those deals. Picking apart that peat smoke that's in it, that subtle peat smoke that's kind of covering everything. Then you start getting the nuances of the molasses, little hints of that, little hints of bittersweet chocolates, those little hints of coffee. Definitely wrapped around this kind of earthy, peaty smoke enigma of the Highland Park whiskey. This is a very super, super subtle beer. Know that when you buy this. This is not a beer that is going to be like, oh, bombastic, beautiful, rich, full, blah. This thing is toned down really bad. But it is a beautiful beer. It's a beautiful beer. It's very nuanced, very subtle. It's something that you can pick apart over an hour. Just sip on it slowly, enjoy those nuances, be in love with this beer before you buy this beer. Enjoy those other ones. Enjoy the 12, 16, 18. They have other different vintages of this as well. Enjoy those. If you love those, you'll love this too, because it's just a joy to drink. Overall, I have to give it an 8 out of 10. It is super subtle. It is super nuancey. And it's not for everyone. But if you enjoyed this beer already and its other guises, definitely check this one out. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye.